There's no such thing as Yahoo Plus. There is no such thing as money rituals.
If a native doctor should disappear from the court of law, we are going to rearrest this native doctor and fortify the prison.
When pastors collect money, they call it seed sowing. But when native doctor does the same thing, they call it Yahoo Plus Plus. My people, I have questions. If a native doctor, aka voodoo priest, truly has powers, why is he collecting cash when he can command money to just appear? Or what about this? Why is it that some people say they don't believe in native doctor, aka Juju men, aka voodoo priest, but once they see red cloth and they calabash at a T-junction, they cross the road in fear? And the biggest question, if Juju works, why do we still have poor native doctors? Shouldn't they just use their own powers to win the lottery? Well, today we are scatteryanning about Governor Soludo's war against native doctors. Governor Soludo is the governor of Anambra State in Nigeria, and his war, in quotes, against native doctor has created a controversy, brought some good discussion about culture and whether this is the fight Nigeria should be fighting or whether it's a fight people in general need right now. So we'll be delving into all of that today. But before we do, please press the like button, subscribe if you're new or yet to do so. Welcome back to Scatteryan Podcast, where we use trendy stories to break down how society shapes our thinking. I'm your host, we know the boss, Dr. Toves, and today we're talking about how a Governor Soludo of Anambra State, Nigeria, have declared wars on native doctors. But not all of them, just the ones involved in Yahoo Plus, in kidnapping, and in armed robbery, aka crime. At first, people thought he was attacking all traditional religious priests, and social media caught fire. There was even protests on the street of Anambra State trying to protest what the governor said, but then he clarified that he didn't declare a war against so-called native doctors, aka voodoo priests, aka juju men, but he's only coming for the evil ones, those ones that use juju to perpetuate evil, to do Yahoo Plus and all those things, etc. So here is the real question: does he have a point, or is this a distraction from the bigger problems? And so I brought two of my friends with me, you know them, to help me to scatter this yarn today. Let me introduce them. We have the man that liked the luxuries, Dr. Morris. How are you feeling today, my guy?
I am very well, thank you. It's good to be back. I like luxuries, but I don't know. The luxuries is eating deep into my pocket, so I might need to cut down on some of that. But so far, so good. How are you guys?
Yeah, we're doing okay as well. I'm also got
Great.
yes, and you heard his voice already. We have Mr. Nelson the Pizzo. How are you feeling, Mr. Pizzo, today? Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long day, but we're good. Always great to be on this podcast. Now I like to scatter and yarn.
Now, so I just want to ask you guys first, quick question. If native doctor vanishes from prison, who will go write the police report?
Let me ask you the question right back. Who they arrest when Paul and Silas come up for prison?
All right. Anyways, we'll put a pin on that question, those questions. But anyway, the governor, I'm sure you guys know about the story, right? The governor says he's not fighting Igbo spirituality. It's just the evil side of it because, let's be honest, many Nigerians still believe in charms, from love potions to money rituals. So here is my question. Can we truly separate traditional religion from the criminal elements that exploit it? I don't know who wants to take this one first.
Come again with that question.
Can we separate traditional religion, like, from the criminal elements that exploit it? Those that want to use it to blow, those that want to use it for love potion, those that want to use it for protection, etc. Can we separate?
Let's not even limit it to traditional religion. Can we separate any religion from the criminal elements? And the answer is no, pretty much. You get, because we even have so-called pastors and that are basically doing something similar with what these traditional religious priests or whatever they're called. So I don't think we can separate that.
Right, and also you're going to say something as well.
No, I'm with Morris on it. You can't separate. Where there is no law, there is no sin. So as long as there's a law, there's definitely good good from evil. You can't separate God from devil. You know, I would say they complement each other, but they just, for instance, as a Christian, the the existence of devil gives you a reason to serve God. You know, so you can't really separate both of them.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think I kind of agree because yes, there are fraudsters everywhere. Some of them wear suits, some of them wear red wrappers, some of them even wear red white chalk on their eyes. But for example, should we now say because should we say banking is bad because all some bankers steal, or should we say Christianity is bad because some pastors sell fake miracles that you guys said, or it's the same way some
What
other
do you mean, like you
religious
guys
leaders.
said? What do you mean, like you guys said? You are not in support. Always allegedly, allegedly, allegedly.
But did you not say? You say I'm re-saying. What are you
You
saying?
don't agree. You don't agree.
That's why I said there are fraudsters everywhere now. Which one is your own? And I was going to say before he rudely interrupted me that when pastors collect money, they call it seed sowing. But when native doctor does the same thing, they call it Yahoo Plus Plus, right? So the
Oh, no,
question
no, no,
is,
no. No, I don't agree. I don't agree. Are you
okay,
a native
yes,
doctor?
I
How do
don't
you
know.
know what they call it?
That's why I said they call it they.
Okay,
The
okay.
question is who are they? And then we
Who
can do
are
another.
they?
We can delve into it.
So,
But anyways,
so
let's
you see
let's
this. So you
yeah,
see
go
this
on.
Yahoo Plus thing. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one, but I want to believe the levels where there are the guys that think they are plusing it in the right way, and there are the guys that gender consequences and their conscience, and they are plusing it in their own way. And I'm saying this from the aspect of you see this. You see people. Don't let's just first that you see them go to churches, and there are some pastors that actually pray for them, give them candles, give them anointing oil that make whatever it is they are doing successful.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the other ones that go to the so-called Abba worshippers, and they are doing the same thing. So in my head, everybody's supposed to do plus. Like even if you like are doing the normal thing, like going to maybe you have a 9 to 5, you are a businessman, you're supposed to be plus and God. And you're supposed to add God to the God factor to everything you are doing.
Oh, is that where you're
So
taking it? Okay.
yeah, that's what I'm taking it to.
Okay.
So, as a businessman, when you open your shop in the morning, you're supposed to talk to the maker that allowed it possible
Mm,
to even come to shop. And even if you are also in the world, there's something you need to talk to. So,
mm.
everybody has a divination that they connect with. That's my own personal.
Yeah, but I'll just drop it there. There's no such thing as Yahoo Plus. There is no such thing as money rituals. There is no such thing as that. I think the people that do that, wait,
This is
let
why
me
I like
land.
you, Maurice. This is why I like you. I don't need to let you know. This is why I like you. But talk to me, talk
Yes,
to me.
because I think the people that do that, I think they work with that belief that they've done something. They have that
Something.
backup, so it gives them that confidence. Because if you think about it here, back then you see movies that money start falling down from the tree or wardrobe, or it's just start falling. We know for a fact that there's no such thing as that. So essentially, almost every single person that practice or engages in some form of money making ritual or plus has something that they're doing. Sometimes legitimate, sometimes illegitimate. And that's where the main source of income comes. So my hypothesis is that it is probably that because they believe that they have some backing, it gives them the confidence to like, okay, I have that spirituality backing me up, and they go about their normal business and they succeed with the confidence of that. Not necessarily because there's one plus acting on their behalf, but
Mm.
that's what I
Okay,
think.
okay.
Or you, I stand
Maurice,
to be corrected. Yeah.
Boris, do you believe that oh God, I don't know what it's called in English. Audition. That there's something called audition.
That's also another one that I want to also debunk, right? There is no
Yes,
such thing as Odeshi. There is no such thing as Odeshi. I'm yet to see. Okay, if you, I was looking at a video of one of the arrests that was made by the Anambra State Governor and his team of, I don't know if I'll call them vigilantes that are
Yeah, well, there were
still
a
going on.
security outfit. They're called Homeland. security.
Yes. So essentially, they were like,
Agone chamber.
yeah, that these people are involved in, they are the ones concocting charms and jazz for the people, for IPOB members, or for criminal elements and all whatnot. But these same people end up shooting those criminal elements, and somehow the guns, I don't know, they end up getting injured. So I'm like, so how you can already see that the charms are not working, right? So, and if they're actually working, how were they even caught in the first place? Because they've gone to these herbalists for protection, right? But, so how come they were caught? So that means so basically, I think the herbalist or whoever is concocting the justice, also another Yahoo boy or Yahoo person.
Exactly, that's it.
Just
So who is coming who? Who is coming who is the question.
So this is the thing, yeah. This is the thing, yeah. I will not agree with you, Morris, that there is no such thing as jazz or first of all, if there is a physical, I want to believe that there's a spiritual backing. If there's something moving physically, I want to believe that there's a spiritual backing. And exactly fault you or say you are wrong or right, because that would not imply that I know too much about these things. That's Juju or whatnot.
No, leave the
So
implication. No, you back your talk, back your chat.
that's it. That's
talk
it.
talk with your chest.
I cannot categorically say right now. It's my Oga talk that will give up. My own Oga talk is God. So I'm going to use my own Juju as a yardstick, and I want to believe that that is where you are also getting this your mentality from. That there's no such thing as Juju, there's no such thing as voodoo. But honestly, let's use the Bible as a yardstick. I want to believe that we are all Christians here. You see, in the story of Moses, when Moses was sent to Pharaoh and he got to Pharaoh's front, he performed some miracles that made Pharaoh, feel like, okay, somebody actually sent me that this guy has a backing. So, but then again, when before Moses performed all those miracles, I'm sorry, my Bible is not so good. But I know the story that there were other prophets in the setting and they did the same thing Moses did. Moses turned his stick to snake, they too they turned their stick to snake. Moses' snake swallowed their snake. That is what the Bible made us believe. So the Bible that is a perfect book that has all the perfect stories has told us that and the people in the bad can as well perform the magic that the people in the good are performing. So that is where I get my own belief from, that definitely there's something called Juju. Except it might not be as good as the right thing, but that Juju doesn't exist is a lie.
Okay, let me ask this a question, a follow-up question now, because now that's the elephant in the room that I want us to address, right? Because we can talk about all of the native doctors and the pastors, who's right, who's wrong, all of that stuff. But let's pack down to one side for now. If native doctors in their Juju men can truly make money appear, why are most of them still in the village struggling, right? Because it's all. Have you ever seen a rich man selling get rich scheme? You've never seen that, right? It's only poor people that always sell get rich.
Somebody said something that if a person is making $200,000 he will not be running around to teach people how to make $200,000. If you find somebody running around making 200,000, saying he's making $200,000, trying to teach you, it is your money for subscription that is surviving on. Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, why is there no Babalao on topping Forbes list?
Exactly. So that just proves the point I was trying to make, that it does not work. I don't know. I mean, we do have our individual beliefs, and but I don't want to go into that part. But let's just keep it light, right? So I'm somebody that is, I would say, I like evidence-based results, right? So, but I am yet to see a concrete story that defines the logic to say that they shot somebody and the bullet didn't pass through, or somebody did money rituals and then it actually worked. Like,
Morris, do you believe in the Bible? Yes or no?
He just told you he's evidence based now. Which one?
I just told you I'm evidence based.
That's why I want to pick my evidence from what he believes in. Do you believe the Bible?
No, let's leave the Bible out of. Let's not involve the Bible in this discussion. We're talking about what's
Because
it called?
No
Native
be Juju
doctors
be
here.
that.
if you believe in the Bible has shown, and I'm going to answer John with same story of the Moses situation. That in the
Mhm.
situation where to a snake, some other people drop their rod, some magicians drop their rod, it also turned to snake. These two snakes appeared. But one, the Bible made us believe that one was better than the other because this one Moses
Okay.
snake, seven other snakes. Wait, now to your question that you asked, that why are these people not using these means to accumulate wealth or be number one on Forbes list? Good.
Hmm.
I want to believe that in some part of the world where that is their focus, they are actually doing this. That is one. Two, in our part of the world, the syllabus of Juju that we have is not to better our life. It is to it is to make our people degraded and stagnant. Because
Hmm.
same school of thought as you guys. In my own opinion, why is somebody bringing a gun and a mirror to bamboozle my forefathers if you are telling me that they were Ifa worshippers and Ifa priests? Like they should have been able to foresee that with this their Ifa that they are pouring, that this person is telling a lie. And also, I want to believe that there
Only
were
you are countering yourself.
there were Ifa priests in the time that were telling these people, the kings and whatnot, that this white man is giving you policy. But because of greed, those people did not listen. That is why we were colonized.
Okay, so let me ask you the question. Let's talk about something another wild part of the issue because the governor also boldly said and claimed that if a native doctor is arrested for crime and he uses juju to vanish from jail, he will be free from all charges. So basically, in other words, if your juju no work, now you go suffer. So if a native doctor is arrested and doesn't vanish, does that mean people should stop believing in their powers?
Two things about that statement. Number one, I think that statement he made it because he knows that it does not work. Right. But he's just trying to cut down the criminal elements or crack down on the criminal elements because at the end of the day,
That's why
people,
it's
they're
yeah. That's what I was trying to
innocent
go for.
people
Yes.
that are dying as a result of bodies. So he knows nobody's going to disappear from the jail. But secondly, the reason I find a problem with that statement is that we know how corrupt some prison officials could be.
Hmm.
One person can bribe some police officers or something, and then they would somehow sneak them out, and then they will
What
come and
if,
think that they've
what
disappeared
if, what
from.
if he did disappear or not?
No, we've not heard any case that anybody disappeared yet, but I will not be
What
surprised.
if,
This is see, it's
what
Nigeria
if
that money used to disappear, or that monkey used to
the
chop
snake,
millions of
the snake swallow money or not?
not yet. The snake has not swallowed the money yet, but me, I'm just putting out the word of caution that very soon, when you hear that one native doctor have disappeared, that time that native doctor can even argue in the court of law that the governor said it, that if I can disappear, that proves that my charms are real. So you can argue for that case, but to be real, I think
So,
I don't know.
so
I think he knows that it's not going to
What
work.
Governor Soludo said, I don't agree because if a native doctor should disappear from the court of law, we are taking that case to the customary law, the customary court, where they
Hmm.
believe in this juju and whatnot, and we are going to rearrest this native doctor and fortify the prison with elements.
I
I
know. I
agree.
asked.
I agree. Most definitely. Which is why I said that statement. Let it not come back and bite us in the ass later, because we know how
Even
things
they
can play out in
disappear.
that
If
country.
you go to Iraqbeji, you will see people disappearing in their numbers.
Where is
This
Iraq
means
Beji,
you
please?
see a baby of
See,
two allegedly disappearing and reappearing.
Where is Iraq Beji, please? For us that don't know
I
see,
where
I
don't
would
Iraq
like
know.
to
Beji is.
go there.
I don't
I think
know.
I
Anyways,
saw something, a post. I think it was one Nigerian professor or somebody in one of those universities. I think either in Lagos or Ogun State. I saw the so the man literally offered. is it $25,000 reward for anybody that can prove witchcraft and what's it called, all those voodoo elements actually exist. If you can prove it, if you can actually disappear, and nobody till today, nobody has claimed that money.
So
So
the
what does that
problem
tell
is,
you?
this tells me that communication is the barrier. The real people, you are cheap. The real people that can do these things are around telling people that they do it. Because it is believed that power is corrupt. And if you have these powers, you are not using it for showcase.
If the juju does not work, right, do we stop believing their powers? I would say not really, because at the end of the day, religion and tradition does not really work like that. Because even when some pastor prophesy and the prophecy does not work, people still believe them. So why should people just stop believing their own traditional religion just because they don't disappear? Because at the end of the day, Nigerians love hope more than logic. But honestly, crime is still crime, But banning native doctors will not solve Nigeria's problem, because at the end of the day, I know that Solido is trying to fix the crime elements of that, stop letting people rob people or trying to scam people. So basically, until we fix the economy and provide jobs, people will keep looking for shortcuts, whether through juju or pastors promising financial breakthrough. And even those politicians that are banning these things, election period now, some of them will still go back to the traditional people to go and seek for protection. But again, this is not balanced. This war is not balanced, because they are only focusing on the youth. What about the politicians that will also go back there to go and try to fortify their election? That's another angle that we should take it. Or what do you think, Morris?
Yeah, I think I don't subscribe with putting out an outright ban, because I saw something. What was I reading? I was reading something. I saw something that they even said that if you are, with the traditional practices, you are allowed to perform certain sort of rituals. But when we say rituals, we're not meaning it in like a negative sense, whereby it's like you can go and put some fruits and I don't know, some offerings in the
Yeah.
streams and stuff like that, or by the roadside. So we know that culturally that has always been a part of the belief system of people that are traditionalists. So
Yeah.
now the governor is saying that you can't do that anymore. You can't go and maybe bathe in the stream wearing white clothes or something. I don't know. If you can bathe in the stream wearing bikini, why can't you bathe in the stream wearing your white wrapper? And so those are the things. I think the issues that I find problematic are the part that tramples on individual liberties and individual freedom.
Oh, that
So,
makes sense.
yes, let's criminalize the part whereby you can't behead somebody. For every other aspect, let every man just,
Yeah,
you
freedom
know,
of religion at the end of the day, freedom
exactly
of
do what
expression. Yeah,
you believe in.
as long as you're not hurting or harming people. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, I think Nelson, we've lost Nelson for now, as usual, disappearing. Nelson's fans, don't blame me, blame your guy. But yeah, as usual, I like to round up with some would you rather question, and let's start. I think I have 4 today, right?
Okay.
Would you rather trust a native doctor to make you rich overnight, or trust a politician who promises job creation?
Hmm. It's easy for me. I'll trust a politician because there's still some good politicians out there. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So, but native doctor promising me, wait, overnight.
Overnight, yes.
On second thought, it
I know
doesn't
you like
necessarily,
luxuries.
yeah, because when you think about it, right, that native doctor might have some business connections and
Is that why you're
can
taking it?
link me up
Okay.
to one contract and yeah, but now I think I wouldn't trust somebody that is promising to make me rich overnight. I don't think lo- realistically it rarely happens. You just get rich overnight now.
Yeah,
So
I think promises job creation. It's not saying that it's promising you though. That's my own. It's not saying it's promising me jobs. It's just saying job creation for the society. So what if it gives the society jobs and I still don't get any benefit from it? So I'm switching to the overnight guy. Because at least that one is personal to me. I don't mind being selfish. Selfish is good. So I'm going for my selfishness. Next one is, would you rather argue with a pastor about fake miracles or argue with a native doctor about fake charms?
Fake charms. It
Or fake
depends
miracles.
on,
Which one would you rather argue with or argue about?
I think it depends on the fake mirror. I'd rather argue with the fake pastor, because those native doctors,
You fear?
some of them, no, not that I'm afraid. Don't get me wrong, right? You know, the ones I'm skeptical about is like those disappearing acts, those, turning water into
Tea.
open. You know those scenes where they'll tell you that they put a basin of water and then people would appear. You see them like a movie, and that one I don't believe in that. But when it comes to like harming people, they are herbs. They are like powdery substance that has some legitimate potions inside that can harm you. So I would not joke with them. So that's not.
But you're
that's
saying
got
fake.
nothing
Both
to
are
do with
fake
it.
though. Both are fake. So let's leave all of this science
No,
defines to add into
there's a
it.
possibility
Both of them
that
are fake.
some of them might not be fake. So
No. In
I
this
wouldn't take
would
that
you rather
chance.
in this would you rather both are fake?
No, I would not take that chance.
You don't. Yeah, the fear charm. Okay.
Yes, at the fear charm.
Fair enough. No, I'll argue with the fake. I'll argue with the fake native doctor about fake charms. That's what I'm going for. Maybe because I have faith. I have faith on on the pastor side. I don't have faith on the native doctor side. Besides, one past the other one, so it is what it is. Next one: would you rather owe a native doctor money or owe a Nigerian bank loan? Which one would you rather owe?
Don't even get me started with Nigerian banks. Those people. There was one time there's somebody in my contact that I know that owes money, and then they sent pictures of the person. Like, when you're applying for those loans, you get like pictures. So they sent the picture of the person, and they said this person is a scammer. So basically, they just ruined the person's reputation. This person borrowed money from us, is absconding, he has not paid. That's just very unpleasant. So I'd rather owe a native doctor money. So definitely not Nigerian bank.
Yeah, no, that one I'm siding with you because first of all, their interest rate is not to be played with.
Oh yeah.
And they don't even give you long time to repay. Like their
Oh, yeah,
repayment is like
remember
maybe 2 weeks or 1 month, something like that. Like they want their money straight away, and if you don't do it, I think we've seen some loan sharks try to like infiltrate people's contact and then send a message to everybody saying this person is owing us money, and yeah, there's too much harassment going.
No. I know.
Going on that
There's
way,
one
so.
time I had an overdraft in my account. I think like 2015 or 16 overdraft. So I did a transaction. It didn't go through. Well, they were taking time to process the transfer. So I paid with my card, and then I asked them to cancel the transfer. So they didn't cancel the transfer. So I transferred the money from my account. So as at the time that the transaction went through, my account was now overdrawn by over like, is it 2 million plus? These people were charging me interest of almost 5. I don't know if it's like 5%, but I know the interest was huge every single day, and they kept pestering me to pay back. So I said, "See, I'm not in this country. I will disappear. You will not hear from me. So you better remove all those charges. Otherwise, I'm not going to pay I had to negotiate with them. But even at that, I still had to pay a huge portion of that interest. So definitely no messing around with Nigerian banks.
Yeah, definitely. And the last one for today is: would you rather have a charm that makes you lucky in gambling but unlucky in relationships, or a charm that makes you lucky in love but broke forever?
I would rather not have any charm at all.
Yeah, but you have to have this one, Lucky in gambling,
Lucky in gambling,
but
I don't
unlucky
gamble,
in relationship,
so
or
lucky in relationship.
lucky in love and broke forever.
Yeah, I'll be happy being broke. I don't gamble, so I can't.
I know why your answer is that answer, and because of that, I'm also not going to answer that question. Let you guys, you let us know what you think in the comments below. So basically, after everything we've scattered today, the big question still remains: is the crackdown necessary, or is it just a distraction from bigger problems? Because yes, some native doctors are aiding crime, but let's not pretend that the biggest problem in Nigeria right now is Juju boys. The real problem is a system that makes people so desperate that they think fraud is their only option. So if there were enough jobs and opportunities, do you think people will be paying for do as I say charms? At the end of the day, banning native doctors won't stop Yahoo. The same way banning betting apps won't stop people from chasing quick money. So until we fix the root of the problem, now so we're going to chase shadows. But hey, that's just my take. I'm going to say thank you as usual to Dr. Morris for popping in today. I hope you guys enjoyed his takes, and thank you to Nelson as well for his takes as well. And I'm going to say as usual, until next time, please stay safe, stay curious, use your sense, no use juju. Peace.
Peace.